Chapter 14. The celebration feast for the battle against Charybdis was going well. Rimuru decided to take a moment to say a few words. Rimuru, I'm impressed by the bravery and courage you all showed against Charybdis. You all fought well. I'm proud to have you all working under me, so tonight enjoy yourselves to your heart's content. You all deserve it. As Rimuru raised his cup, everyone cheered and enjoyed the feast. After the party, Rimuru was in the bathhouse. Since he now had a gender, they made a special one for him, and those he allowed to go with him, it was the nicest one and was extremely exclusive. Seal, they are stronger than they were last time. They left very noticeable scratches on Charybdis. Azrael, when the harvest festival happens, I don't think anyone else will stand a chance against them. Rimuru, honestly, I'm working on something to make sure that's true, but for now I guess we should focus on the next matter at hand. Shizu, I'm sure they'll be excited to see us. Rimuru, like I told you, they weren't the most welcoming the first time I met them, but I'm sure they'll be happy to see you again. But I can't deny I'm worried about leaving Tempest for so long. We've surely attracted a lot more attention. Seal, I sensed you've been more worried about Tempest recently. Azrael, Master has gotten so paranoid since he came back. Master, there's no one stronger than you right now. Tempest will be fine. Rimuru, as leaving takes away about 99.99% of its power. Seal, while the number could be more precise, that is true. Azrael sighed. Azrael, I guess it can't be helped then. I'll look after Tempest while you guys are gone. Everyone looked at Azrael with shock. Shizu, are you sure that's okay with you? Rimuru, I figured you'd make a fuss about it not being you. Azrael, protecting what is yours is my duty as your manas of strength. Helping with education is Ciel's duty as your manas of wisdom. She's far more suited to the task. There's no real need for me to be there. Ciel, that's true. I did not expect you to be so reasonable. Azrael, I'm pretty sure I'd just be bored if I went. I'll stay here and watch the village in case anything unexpected happens. I'll also try to manage what I can. When it comes to the development of Tempest, construction of motor vehicles powered by magic is going quite well. Rimuru, I'm glad you're willing to take responsibility. Azrael, it's simply my duty, Master, but praising me more doesn't hurt. Shizu, well, with that settled, when should we leave? Rimuru, there's something I need to take care of before we go. Once I handle that, it shouldn't be long. Shizu, how long might that take? Rimuru, I think I can get it done tonight. I may be out for a while tonight if that's the case. Shizu, what is it that you could need so badly? Rimuru, just a little gift for one of our students. As everyone was dressed in yukatas after exiting the bath, they were greeted by Milam. Rimuru, oh hey Milam, you did well out there, thanks for your help. Rimuru said as he patted her head. She enjoyed every second of it. Milam, it's no problem, big brother, anything for you. You were way more amazing than me. When are you gonna become a full-fledged demon lord? Rimuru, sorry to disappoint, but no time soon probably. Milam, boo, that's no fun. Rimuru, come on, just be patient. When the time is right I will, but I think I know a few things you can do to help with that. Milam, really, I'd love to help you, big brother. Milam said with stars in her eyes. Rimuru, she seems a bit more wrapped around my finger now. All this because I proved myself stronger than her. Well, it's not like I hate it, so I guess it's fine. It'll come more in handy in the long run. Rimuru whispered to Milam. Milam, leave everything to me. I'll be sure to tell the other demon lords not to mess with this place, so no need to worry. Rimuru, I'll leave it to you then. I'm counting on you, my cute little sis. Milam could barely contain her joy at being called that. Milam, right, I'll be off then, big brother. She flew away. The party in Tempest seemed to have died down as most of the citizens seemed to have been asleep by now. Meanwhile, Luminous was looking out her window in her bedroom with a cup of wine. Luminous, damned Milam, now everyone knows about that boy. He'll be even harder to keep his mind now. She's just as infuriating as her uncle. She drank the last of her wine and threw the glass at the wall. Luminous, as if he wasn't troublesome enough on his own to make the Orc Lord and Charybdis look like ants beneath him. Now every demon lord will have eyes on him. What do I need to do to make him and his blood mine? Rimuru, say, please. Luminous turned to see Rimuru right behind her. She backed away. Luminous, how did you get in here? She blushed in embarrassment. Luminous, and how much did you hear? Rimuru, everything, of course. Luminous turned red. Rimuru, hee, you're so cute when you're embarrassed. Lumi. Luminous, Lumi, who do you think you are that you can call me that? Rimuru, you're blushing even more, Lumi tilde. Luminous was furious as she charged her magic. Luminous, that does it. I didn't want to take matters into my own hands, but since you seem to be so eager, I'll just have to. Rimuru cut his finger. His blood began to seep down. Luminous. Have to. The blood was calling Luminous. She couldn't help but get closer as she held his bleeding hand. Luminous. Look about last night. She looked around and Rimuru was nowhere to be found. Luminous. Where did he go? Luminous heard a knock on her door. Gunther. Lady Luminous, forgive me, but the coffin of Chronoa has disappeared. Luminous. He didn't. Gunther. Who are you referring to, my lady? Luminous. That bastard, I swear I'll make him pay. Luminous. Deadly aura seeped through the door. She was furious that Rimuru thought he could just come here and take a good time from her and her most prized possession from her like a common whore. Luminous will remember this. Rimuru in question was on his way to Ingrasha with Seal and Shizu. Seal. Master, you were later than you would usually take to get here. You blocked off my knowledge of you while you were gone again. Where did you go? Rimuru. Nowhere important. Seal. If it's so unimportant, why do you feel the need to hide it from me? Rimuru avoided eye contact. Shizu. Now Seal, there's no need to pester him about it. I'm sure wherever he was he needed to be there. Rimuru. Thank you for understanding, Shizu. Shizu. That being said, I'm sure you can tell us then. There's no reason not to trust each other after all. Rimuru felt a dark aura behind the smile of Shizu. Rimuru. Beware the wrath of a good man. Be even more aware of the wrath of a good woman. I'm sensing a severe lack of warmth behind those words. I just wanted to get a gift for Chloe that I'll give to her when she gets back her memories as a way of apologizing for putting her through everything. Shizu. Oh, is that all? That's so sweet of you. Seal. What could this gift be then? Rimuru. I want it to be a surprise. Seal pouted. Seal. You could at least let me know. Rimuru. More on topic, did you let Yuki know we were coming? Shizu. Yes, he should be aware of our arrival. Seal. Shizu, I'm sorry to ask, but there is a high probability that we may have to consider him our enemy in the future. What do you intend to do then? Rimuru. Seal. It's a necessary question. Shizu. I'd like to believe that Yuki is a kind person deep down, and I do hope to try and talk things out with him rather than to fight him, but if it's necessary then I won't hesitate to stop him, so if the time comes let me handle him. He is my student, so he's my responsibility. Seal. I see, that's all I can ask from you, but just know his actions caused Master a lot of pain, so if you hesitate I will have to take matters into my own hands. Shizu. I suppose that's fair. Rimuru. I'm glad you two seem to have gotten so close. I never imagined Seal could make friends with anyone. Shizu chuckled. Seal. Master, while I'm glad you're glad, that last part seemed quite mean. Eventually, they decided they were tired of walking and warped to the city. They were right outside the city. Seal. Master, you should know you've become a bit more famous now. The news has shown your photo. It's probably best you wear a disguise. Rimuru. Well, if you think it necessary, let me think. Oh, I know. A fog surrounded Rimuru as he began to change into his new form. Rimuru. How's this? Seal sighed. Seal. It seems a bit unoriginal, but I suppose it should do. Shizu. Any reason you chose that one? Rimuru. I'm going to be teaching as well, aren't I, so might as well look the part. What about you, Seal? Aren't you going to change your form? Seal. I'm not listed in the news, so it should be fine. Rimuru. All right then. They headed straight to the Free Union headquarters. They were guided into the room to meet Yuki. Rimuru. Seal, keep a cool head, okay? Seal. I know, Master, I will keep my peace. Yuki soon entered. Yuki. Thank you all for waiting. It's nice to see you again, Sensei. So this is Rimuru, Tempest and Seal, I assume. Yuki and Rimuru shook hands. Rimuru. It's nice to meet you. I'm using a different form than usual so I won't be recognized. Try not to pay it any mind. Yuki. It's fine, I understand that the world must be wary of you. I'm glad you came. You must be Seal, right? Nice to meet you. Seal said nothing but glared at him. Rimuru. Don't mind her, she treats everyone like that. Yuki. I understand, I know someone like that too. Rimuru and Yuki had a long talk about how pop culture progressed. Much to Yuki's excitement, Shizu and Seal felt completely isolated from the conversation. Yuki. That's awesome, I'm so happy. Hearing about all this stuff has been amazing. Still though, I wish I could have seen it with my own eyes. Rimuru. Oh, don't worry about that. One of the first things I did when building my city was make it more modern, so have these. Rimuru gave Yuki various manga and even a TV to watch various anime on, along with consoles to play various video games. Yuki. This is the best day ever. Thank you so much. I never thought I'd be able to play Dark Souls again and finally beat it. Rimuru. No problem, we otakus got to stick together. Yuki and Rimuru made a brotherly handshake. Shizu and Seal looked exasperated. Shizu. Is this really all it took to gain his trust last time? Shizu whispered to Seal. Seal, I'm afraid so. Seal whispered back. Yuki, so why did you guys come to see me? Are you looking for a way back to our world, maybe? Rimuru, I appreciate the offer but I'm happy where I am. I've got a life I'm happy to live in now that things of the modern world are here. I have no real need to return. I was reincarnated here so I made peace with my passing. Shizu, the reason we came back is that we have discovered a way to save my students. Rimuru, Seal, Shizu, and Yuki were walking through the halls of Freedom Academy. Yuki, by the way, I forgot to ask, how are you handling Ifrit now? He doesn't give you any problems, does he? Shizu, he's not with me anymore. I'm completely free from him thanks to Rimuru. Yuki, really, what happened? Shizu explained what happened, leaving out certain details that would cause shock, like the fact that Rimuru revealed he was from the future and what he told her about it, or the fact that she received a powerful hero's egg. She summed it up by that Rimuru saved her. Yuki, I see. Then I must thank you, Rimuru, for saving Shizu's life. Rimuru, it was my pleasure. Rimuru, Shizu and Seal made their way to the classroom. Rimuru, you should probably introduce us. Shizu, I suppose that would be best. Shizu entered the classroom naturally. She was welcomed by her students. They were happy to see her again. Shizu, now there's someone I want you all to meet. They're friends of mine, so try to be kind to them. Kenya, why are you all looking at me? Chloe, who is this friend of yours? Shizu, well, his name is. Rimuru suddenly phased through the wall with Seal. Rimuru, hey kids, wanna see a dead body? The children screamed. Seal sighed and put a hand on her face. Seal, it was an order. Shizu, well, he knows how to make an entrance. To be continued.